Hello there guys, welcome back to another video. I'm indoors today. I was going to do this outside and then it started raining, but I've bought myself a box. You may have seen these on social media or on like AliExpress or something. Just like a camping storage box. This one is Shine Trip, I believe. Yeah, I'll go into the details. So this is basically it here on my phone. You can see it looks pretty impressive set up. But you can see the price there, £1.61. Buying this stuff is so complicated and you don't really know exactly what you're going to get. So I went to a set. I went for the large set, which I probably shouldn't have done. It's massive. And I'll show you what come with that before I then go into the other bits I've bought. So back to the box itself. It's a big old aluminium box. You've got like corner plates on here as well. Handles, which are sprung. So, you know, it's a pretty well made box. And you got latches here. And the hinge top opens like yay. Now this is something that came with it, which was a separate piece, but a part of the set I got. And it's like a molly webbing panel type thing. So I'll get the other bits and bobs out. There you've got one baggie, two baggies. This all come boxed and everything. This packaging. In the bottom we got some quite nice foam. Quite handy because anything sort of hitting is very noisy. So here I'll go through everything one by one. Everything here come with the set I bought. This is the top frame, which it's on the top there, quite nice. Okay, we've then got these panels which fold and can be tightened there. And they clip on the side. Then we have these ones, which have these kind of legs that unfold. And then they slide in here. Right, around this side we've got the exact same thing. So slot that in. Yeah. And then the undershelf kind of part. And this one definitely needs to be tightened. Right, we then have these kind of posts through on, I believe, here. Here. Now we place this piece on, like a top shelf. Tighten. Tighten. There are two other bits here. We've got the camping light stand and we've got the coffee holder. But as cool as it does look all set up, we've got this big gap in the middle. So one of the main pieces did not come with this set. Now you can fit these here. They are the right size. Everything's kind of interchangeable with these. We'll talk about that shortly. But yeah, so I've ordered some more bits. Hello. Now I've not tallied this up yet. I just ordered a load of bits and I'd already spent a lot. We'll talk about the cost at the end. But these are all the bits that kind of make it up to be what you kind of see in them pictures. So, I've forgotten what half this stuff is. We'll go through it one bit by one bit, I guess. So these here, these are the same manufacturer, obviously. IGT, that's the system. We'll talk about that in a bit. But these should be the tabletops for the centre of the box. So I'll get both these out and I'll show you what we've got. Okay, from my memory, these are the ones that I ordered. You see they've got this matching kind of pattern on. There is a lot of these available for different things. We'll have a look at that in a bit, but these are the two I went for. I was just going to go for two flat ones, but then I found this, and that'll be the next part I unbox. I'll show you what that is. Let's see, did I get the right size? I did indeed. And does this one fit? It should do. Look at that. That's what I think it should have come with. Like, I don't know if that was an oversight or just they don't put them in. I don't know. You never know with these sites. Always a gamble. Which brings me to this box. I believe it's called a spider stove. It's a gas stove, basically. So let's have a look at that. And I really hope that it fits with that tabletop, which it's supposed to, because it cost way more than I would have liked to have spent on it. But I was kind of in for a penny, in for a pound on this thing. So we got some kind of flap here. We got legs on that flat kind of spin as well. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like this flap just goes over the gas canister. So, does it just sink in? Well, oh, it appears to. I wonder if that's supposed to kind of wedge under somehow. Yeah, maybe. I don't know what this is all about, just to hold the gas canister. Ah, oh, it's sprung. Guess that's maybe to access it. I'll get a gas canister in a bit and we'll look at that, but right now that is in, so we've got a built-in gas stove now. Seems to have instructions, unusual for these things. So now that the kind of tabletop is on, we can look at these two bits, because they need them. That's the lantern holder. This is the coffee holder. I'll look at the details of that in a moment. So it's the coffee holder and the lantern holder together. You can kind of mount them together, or I think separately. Have a play and I'll bring you back. Right now I'm going to leave them mounted separately because the spacing on this is different to the spacing on this, so it would pull them together. Yeah, I guess different options and stuff. I may actually bring this down because the hanger's right up here, at least for this video, so you can see everything in shot. Nope, it doesn't seem to work that way. The threads are different, so we're going to have to keep it up there for now. Right, I'm pretty sure I know what these are. And for some weird reason, I've decided to buy two. Don't know how I justified that at the time. But it's like a lantern torch type thing with the button, little button there. Yeah, so a few settings and stuff. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's got a thread on it. So I believe this is the same as what they had in their images. We just put that on there for light. So we're coming along quite well now, and that is probably as far as you would need to go to get the proper setup, but I took it a bit further. So I'm going to go box by box here. I don't know what's in what, and we'll find out as we go through them. Aha. This, we wrap separate, isn't it? We've got a black kettle, because it's kind of an all-black setup. So not specifically for it, but I believe they had this in one of their pictures. So for now you can sit there. Right, I can genuinely not remember what is of this sort of size. It's in a bag. I may have actually bought some other stuff at the same time, so I don't know. It's big. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Okay, I need to look at my order history. Right, so what you can see here is like half-size plates, which I will try up on the tabletop because, like I said, it's a whole system and a frame. This is a table because there's different options on mounting this box on a table, so it's a bit of a higher kind of table work surface for when you're cooking or whatever. I've got a couple more on the way. That's going to be in the next video using this, but I'll set this up and have a little look at it. Okay, so I'm just putting the last section in here, and then pull them in, I believe. Put your spreader bars on. We got table. I don't know what kind of weight this would take. I don't know if it'd take this whole big box system, or even if it's, you know, supposed to. Well, I'll try it. Maybe not now, maybe in the next video using this thing. I'll see if these fit in the top of the box. Alrighty, then one. Oh, they're sunken down because of the way they mount in that table, but no. I assumed they were half-sized. But they do fit. Okay. It's like a proper surprise box for me. I can't remember half this stuff. Okay. Okay. I remember now. Get open. Right, so the colour of the bag is worrying me. Let's see if we've got the right ones. Ah, we have. So we have a plate, bowl, smaller bowl, even smaller bowl. There's kind of like a little system for one, I guess. Kind of guessing these are anodized aluminium. Right, I've got a few things here strike me as very similar. I definitely remember what one is, or what it is supposed to be, which is probably this one. What are these? Hmm. Is that, but it's a different size? Check the orders again. There's one in the middle, I know what it's supposed to be. And if we stick this in, just do it up. Velcro there. There we go. Got a kitchen roll holder. Don't know how I'm supposed to mount this right now, so I'm just going to stick it there. So it appears that these smaller ones, that ain't going to fit. That one ain't different though. That definitely feels smaller. But yeah, I believe they're for tissues. Maybe if it was half a roll. Yeah, I think the only reason I would have got these is if the whole set came in cheaper for some weird reason, the way these sites work. Anyway, onwards. I'm quite curious as to what this is. Can you actually see? Oh, this might be what I thought the other things were. This might need a knife. Here we go. Yes, this is what I thought the other things were. I thought they were missing a hole. You pull tissue out of that hole. Is that big enough? Ooh, yes. I believe it is. Okay. So you probably pull out the middle, but for now I'm just going to do this. I wonder if it'll work this way. Yeah, I'll probably have to take out the card center. Like so. I don't know why I bought that. As that's pretty lightweight, it can live under there for now. Well, I'm fairly certain I know what this one is. Don't know why it's not in a black bag, but it is the correct cutlery. With a glossy black to go with the whole setup. The straw and some chopsticks and stuff too. Wonder how long this black coating lasts. For now you can live there. Well, this one shouldn't be too hard to get. So open her up. So everything is kind of black or black handled. Oh, a bit like a kitchen knife then. This is quite a complete set of stuff I've got here, isn't it? I'll either put on the screen as I get them out how much things cost, with and without postage, and I'll tally everything at the end, I guess. But look, it's a bottle opener on the scissors. I'll just put that back together for now. Stick it over there. Here's a funny little one. It's on the pictures, so I got it. So, pump spray tank. Yeah, it's just like a liquid spray. I guess you could put oil or water or whatever in there, and it's got a hangy thing. But it's got that same kind of almost military style as the rest of it. 80 millilitres, 2.7 fluid ounces. I believe that everything left here is various sizes and styles of mounting kits to mount stuff to the molly webbing. Let's take this one. Yeah, these ones are Velcro. These are Velcro also, but they've got a loop on. This is kind of like the one on here. This is that. And these, some kind of clips. So I've got a camping gas bottle. So try out the gas stove first, because that's the most important thing. 'Cause it's rather expensive. Let's take this whole thing off as a unit. Alright, so that's going to go in there. Oh, and that's going to keep it in place, isn't it? So where does my slot go? Is it around there? Oh, it's there, isn't it? Right, I'm going to do this off camera because I'm not in the right position. It's pretty quite hard to see. That goes in with the gap and then turns, and then the spring-loaded thing kind of holds the gas bottle in place. So I'm going to stick that on. Guess you can access this from the other side. So this seems really dumb, or I'm being dumb. Down here is your gas valve for turning heat up and down. It's in this tiny gap here, and you can't turn it because of the handle thing. Let me show you. If you can see. It's right here, and you turn it, obviously, go the other way. Turn your gas on and off. But you can't access it. You can't even, when it's fully extended, you can't even close the panel. Now this is made for this, but most of the pictures of the box setup just show you using the gas stove on the top, on the surface. Plus the pictures of this in here that I've seen, it is mounted this way around, meaning you would have to do this to get to it. Even if you could get to it, you'd have to literally lean over the... Okay. So it's very hard to show. This is actually a massive kind of chuck box type thing when it's all set up like this, which is going to be a bit time consuming. For the moment, I've put the kitchen roll thing just on the handles here, so you can just pull out from there. This coffee holder thing, you're supposed to have like a thing to hold coffee filters, I believe, and put your cup under it. I don't really drink coffee, so it's more of a shelf, I guess, for me. I guess you could put a stove under it as well. I don't really know. Now, on the backing plate there, the molly webbing stuff, you can see I've just put a couple of things on there. That's actually why I bought the second lantern, because they actually show them mounted on there, so I kind of wanted to do that, kind of recreate what they did in the picture. That little spray can thing, and the scissors, I don't know, just grabbed a random thing. And they're all kind of mounted on there, and that's a bit fiddly, to be honest. Yeah, I've used one with the loop, and the others are just Velcro strips, and you would want to mount stuff on there before mounting the board, I think, really. But then when you're taking stuff off, your Velcro might slip down the back. I don't really know. It's more about show, I believe. You've probably seen kind of these Asian Instagrammers where it's all about the setup and how it all matches and everything. That's where I've kind of first seen sort of these boxes. Yeah, let's have another look at this stove and get a boil on. So I've kind of held this up and lit it because the ignition is underneath the valve there as well. This is not well thought out, this aspect. So as you can see, I've got a flame on it. It's not very high. I've got an open door next to me, and I may as well get a boil on in the black kettle, and that will kind of clean off any manufacturing stuff on the inside. See, if I wanted to turn this up, I can't even get in there, let alone extend the bit on the handle and turn it. I suppose you could cut a hole in the side and then make everything pointless. Am I being dumb here? Right, I think we're just about getting onto boiling now. We'll move that back. So one good thing about this, it's all metal, so you can just stick a hot thing down. But then, you see how that catches? So I've got to turn that off. This is not good. At least this is not hot. Okay, so I nearly just had a stroke. Right, let's go through this, because this is the first time I've just gone through it off camera. And yeah, so I bought the box. I didn't know if... I knew I'd need a couple of extra bits, but I didn't know how much. So I bought the box, which was £154.59. So say £155. Now with postage, which I didn't pay attention to at the time, basically £230. Because of the bulk and that, I guess. So immediately that's ridiculous for what this is. Ridiculous. So I got that. I played around with it and realised there was bits missing, and realised if I was going to make a video with it, I kind of needed the kind of accessories and stuff. So I started ordering some other bits and bobs. So the stove, obviously needed a stove for this. I didn't obviously need, I wanted. Storm Dragon stove was basically £57. And that, another one I didn't pay too much attention to with the postage, came to £90. Yes, I'm an idiot. Okay, so the extra tabletop IGT sections were £35 and £32. £81.81 with postage. The stand I showed you that we're not using right now was £25.30 with postage, so not too bad to be honest. All the other little bits and bobs come to £128 with postage. So my grand total, it's not my grand total because there's another stand that I've ordered that you're going to see in the video when I take this out and see what it's like to actually use, but not including that. And something else I ordered that didn't come. We're looking at £558. It looks very pretty. I can't believe it. I knew I should have known what I was getting into, but once I'd got this, you know, I kind of had to carry on. I had to get the set. I didn't have to, did I? But I did it. That is ridiculous. And it's not very practical. I mean, look how long it's just taken me to set this up. I know it's the first time and I'm unboxing stuff, but even so, you want something you can just open up and use as quickly as possible when you want to get a brew on or something. So like I mentioned, these IGT panels, whatever you'd like to call them, are interchangeable with a lot of different products, all kind of different tables and storage, things like this. They have ones like sort of a charcoal stove, basically, that sits in there. They have kind of cage type ones for storing stuff, sinks with taps and stuff, faucets if you're American. Lots and lots of different stuff. Stove mounted ones, ones with stoves kind of mounted on top, ones like the back panel here with MOLLE webbing. There's all sorts of different ones. So yeah, you know, you can kind of set up a table how you want. The table is probably better than the box, to be honest. I don't know. We'll get around to using it. So yeah, in short, I'm feeling a bit silly, really. I don't think it's worth it on first impressions and everything. I think it would be better off making some kind of chuck box, either out of wood or getting an ammo case, or, you know, even just, you can get boxes, plastic ones, hard cases, you know. And probably for cheaper once you're getting postage and everything from China. So yeah, first impressions aren't great. It does look nice. Come on, let's admit that it does look nice, especially if you had all the other bits and bobs as well. But just the setting up and everything. It's an Instagram product, isn't it? Let's call it what it is. It's an Instagram product. I've just put a jar in here just so it's got something in. But yeah, it doesn't look like a lot for the money, does it? So I think I will leave the video here, will I? No, I won't. I will put this down and we'll see kind of how practical that is. If my lamp stand and coffee holder looked a little loose, it was because these split up and one goes either side of the section you're putting it into, so that's a lot more sturdy like that. I don't know whether all these parts are anodized aluminium or powder coated, but you're going to have to be putting something in between them, I think, in the box. A, to stop them rattling if they're in your car or something, and B, to stop chips and stuff. There is a mark on one of these somewhere. I can't find it right now. But yeah, they're going to mark. Well, that probably wasn't quite as bad as it could have been. Everything did fit in okay. Still got some scratches on the top already. Um, and it all fits in. I wonder how much that weighs. I'm not going to do it now. We'll find out next time I do a video with this. So I'll wait for the other bits to come in, have a little think about the setup of it, and I'll take it out and we'll maybe have a brew and a bacon sandwich in the woods with it. Thank you guys for watching. Call me an idiot in the comments down below for buying all this, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.